Hi there. This video is a walkthrough of the business plan for Trojan horse cultivation. My name is Titus Queiroz. This is my business partner, Frank Marino. For the last decade, our combined experience making money in the cannabis space has led us to the opportunity of Trojan horse, an industrial-scale indoor grow. After several attempts of putting together different cultivation opportunities, from San Bernardino to Mendocino to San Diego and Los Angeles, we learned the difficulties that can come from building an opportunity in a booming industry like cannabis. From land restrictions to not enough electricity to non-compliant cities and finding the perfect grower, after months of searching, we found the right deal. The opportunity came at a cannabis conference in Los Angeles, where a good friend of ours on the distribution side of the business introduced us to a gentleman named Ferris. He was different from anyone we ever met in cannabis, in that he was realistic in his approach, humble in his performance, and was the first to admit what his limits were. Just as impressive as his character was his story. Like us, he got into cannabis about 10 years ago. He began growing out of his garage. A couple years later, he met his business partner Chris, and together formed a duo that was ready to tackle a growing industry. They moved into their first commercial space shortly thereafter. 2 years later, they met a group that opened them up to large-scale distribution, and that's when things got interesting. From there, they were opening up 2 warehouses a year, getting them a total of almost 300 lights under management. The only bottleneck was having the space to expand. That's when we came into the picture, and together found the Trojan Warehouse, a 28,000 square foot warehouse in a cannabis-friendly city with all the right pieces in place. Within days, we secured the building, started construction, and began raising capital for what will be an industrial scale grow that will double the number of lights currently under management. So, why should you care? Well, for starters, legal cannabis is big business. The North American marijuana market posted $6.7 billion in revenue in 2016. That's up 30% from the year before, according to a report from Business Insider. That makes it the fastest year-over-year growth rate in the nation. They say the only other industries to have that kind of upfront spending and then over the next 5 years see that kind of growth was cable television in the 90s and broadband internet in the 2000s. Forbes magazine has it projected to be a $20 billion industry by 2020. And the International Business Times says that edible and concentrates are on track to become as big as names like Budweiser and Marlboro. So, with all these brands needing a supply source to create their products, we are positioned perfectly for high-yielding cash flow and meeting a demand that is in short supply of this green gold. Getting your spot to ride this wave is a must, but you have to know the right people and have a smart approach to make sure you don't wipe out. That's where we come into play. Frank Marino knows who's who. He's the founder of MJIC, the marijuana investment company, and currently runs Chow, Cannabis Investment and Opportunities. He invested millions of dollars into the cannabis industry in nearly every sector of the business. He worked in venture finance for over 30 years, founded and ran 2 investment banks, and brings the strategic vision and connections to serve our growth in the industry. Ferris is the operational brains behind the grow. He makes the gears on the business side of cultivation run like a computer controlling air traffic at LAX. With 25 years of large-scale utility project management and running his own business, he keeps things moving smoothly at the grow. This is Chris. He grows some of the best cannabis you can find on today's market, and he does it with precision and potency, ensuring not only quality, but quantities that are setting the standard in the industry. With over 15 years of growing experience, he's the Zen master with the green thumb. Zorro's up next, and no, that's not his real name, but when you move the amount of weight this guy does, he's not someone's name who you want to know. He's been pushing massive volumes for over 25 years and has some valuable connections that not only allow us to move this kind of weight, but keep us up to date on what's selling to make sure we stay ahead of the curve in the marketplace. I'm Titus, and besides making awesome videos, I do all the numbers and pro forma for the business, act as the creative director, and put my corporate experience developing apps for Tesla, SolarCity, and Vivint Solar to good use by creating systems to ensure our business is operating at peak performance. Together, we make up a team that's been dominating the space and gives you the opportunity to get into the next gold rush everyone's talking about. So, what gives us the advantage? First, let's start with the location. The building is Prop D compliant, which is as far as you can go in Los Angeles. Our design team and engineers are ensuring that the building will be permit ready once the measures are drafted by the state. It's also in a city that is cannabis friendly and allows for cultivation and extraction. We believe that all of this, plus the fact that the building has had grows in it for years, practically eliminates the risk of the operations being shut down and ensures business continuity. And it's located in one of the biggest cannabis markets in the country, Los Angeles. With an estimated 2 million cannabis users, we are centrally located to a massive customer base. The second advantage is our technology. We're ensuring that we invest in the latest and greatest tech so that we not only get better quality, but higher volume in our production. From automated monitoring systems to time feeding systems, it ensures we keep our costs down and our yields high. This also positions ourselves to endure any sudden shift that could occur within the marketplace. So even if the price of cannabis comes down, we will have made the right investments into the technology that allows us to not only stay relevant, but continue to dominate. And lastly is our distribution. Like we mentioned, our partners give us access to distribution that allows us to move a ton of weight. We've opened channels to multiple options so we don't single ourselves to just one avenue. This allows us to get the best price for our goods, but also to know what's relevant out there. Now, why are you watching this? You have a chance to be a part of a fast-growing industry and make a great return while you're at it. We structured your investment in first position and secured debt with a fixed return over 3 years, so you get 20 to 24% on your money. Investor income begins 90 days after you fund and will continue to you in the form of monthly payments. Once you reach month 9, your principal return will begin. You'll be making the interest on your money year over year, in addition to the principal coming back for a 72% return over 3 years. We've already had investors take the first blocks we made available within days and know this deal will go quickly. Lastly is our financial projections. The numbers show a bright future ahead, even with conservative projections. The pro forma has been included with the document for your review. A reader's guide of the business plan has been included, as well as a Word document in the traditional format. Now that you've watched this video, someone from our group will reach out to you and answer any questions you may have. We look forward to meeting you, and wherever you are, make it a great day.